Okay, I really did not like how lagged the audio was on that last video, so you'll excuse the production quality of that. I'm going to try and make this shorter and save this locally so that hopefully that problem doesn't reoccur. The next step is to get all of these great Linux utilities working throughout your Windows installation. And we do that by modifying the path. The path is simply where your operating system goes to look for programs that you execute at the command line. So what does that mean at a practical level? Well, let's show you. So, go back to the search bar. We're going to type environmental variables. And we edit the system environmental variables. We can left click on that. And then the bottom of that window, we can left click again, and environmental variable come up. We want the system environmental variables, and we're looking for a variable called path. Okay. So we click on edit, and this is not a very conducive place to edit anything. So we're going to copy this to Emacs, and so I call your attention to this little area so that you can see what key presses I'm actually making. Windows Control-C will copy. I then left click on Emacs and start that up. Emacs starts up with a splash screen, but we need to create a document. You create a document in Emacs by finding a document that doesn't exist. So we begin with another key combination, Control. Again, keep your eye over here for the exact combination if my accent distracts you. Control X, Control F, and we'll go to Documents, and we'll call this Path Cygwin. Okay, comes up with a blank document. That's fine. We now want to yank that document back into Emacs. So we're going to do Control Y, and this tells us in what order we're going to search each one of these directories for the utilities and stuff. All right. So the first directory we need to add, because I installed the 32-bit Cygwin, and I can show you where that is. CD ... and then CD ... again gets me to the C prompt. You can type dir, and you can see we have a Cygwin directory. So if we CD into Cygwin, you can see we have another series of directories, including a binary directory, bin. So we're going to add that, C:\\Cygwin /bin. And if we go to the Cygwin prompt that we saw before, you remember that we saw that G++, when we typed which G++, we got /user bin G++. And you can see here that we actually have a USR directory. And if we CD into USR, and we can see again that we have, oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong framework, dir, and we have a series of directories underneath, and we can add USR/bin, Okay, and so we'll go C:/Cygwin/USR/bin. We've added this to the path. Now, we hit, the way that you copy things in Emacs is different than the way you do normally in Windows. We define a region, which we start out by hitting Control Space. Control A brings us to the beginning of the line. You see everything turn yellow. And then Alt W. We'll then go back to the Windows System Properties. We can then paste that in with Control V. We hit OK 3 times. Once here, and one more time again. We then close the command prompt and open a new one, CMD. And now I can type ls, and ls works. I can type which ls, and it says user bin ls, and this is in the regular Windows command prompt. And I can type